The richest 1% of the world's population now owns more than half of the world's wealth. This staggering statistic paints a stark picture of the chasm that divides our world. It underscores the immense power concentrated in the hands of a few, while billions struggle for basic necessities. This disparity isn't just a moral crisis, it's a fundamental flaw in our global system. It's a system where money often speaks louder than voices, where wealth translates into influence, and where power is often determined by the size of one's bank account. This essay delves into the complex relationship between money and power. We'll explore how money, throughout history, has shaped global power structures. We'll examine its impact on politics, economies, and social structures. We'll confront the uncomfortable truths about wealth inequality and its corrosive effects on our world. Finally, we'll consider potential solutions, urging a collective effort to build a fairer and more equitable world. Money, in its various forms, has long been the lifeblood of civilizations. It's the engine that drives economies, the fuel that powers political campaigns, and the key that unlocks doors to influence and opportunity. From funding political campaigns to shaping public opinion through media control, money exerts a powerful influence on the world stage. Corporations and wealthy individuals leverage their financial resources to lobby governments, influence policy decisions, and shape the rules of the game in their favor. The influence of money extends far beyond the political sphere. It permeates our education systems, healthcare systems, and even our social interactions. Those with greater financial resources often have access to better education, healthcare, and opportunities for social advancement. This creates a cycle of inequality where advantages are passed down through generations, and those born into poverty face significant hurdles in breaking free from its grip. This concentration of power in the hands of a few has profound implications for democracy and social justice. When a small elite can exert disproportionate influence over political processes, it undermines the very principles of equal representation and accountability. It creates a system where the needs and concerns of the many are often overshadowed by the interests of the wealthy few. Addressing this imbalance requires a fundamental shift in our perspective. We must recognize that true power lies not just in accumulating wealth, but in fostering a just and equitable society for all. This requires a commitment to transparency, accountability, and a more equitable distribution of resources. It demands that we challenge systems that perpetuate inequality and advocate for policies that promote economic justice and opportunity for all. The concept of money has undergone a remarkable transformation throughout human history. From the earliest forms of bartering, where goods and services were exchanged directly, to the sophisticated digital currencies of today, the evolution of money has mirrored the evolution of human civilization itself. Each stage of this financial odyssey has brought about new possibilities and challenges, shaping the way we live, interact, and perceive value. The invention of coinage marked a pivotal moment in this journey. It provided a standardized and durable medium of exchange, facilitating trade and economic growth. As empires rose and fell, so too did their currencies, reflecting the ebb and flow of power and influence on the world stage. The development of paper money, backed by the promise of gold or silver reserves, further revolutionized economic systems, allowing for greater flexibility and the expansion of credit. The 20th and 21st centuries witnessed an unprecedented acceleration in financial innovation. The rise of global financial markets, coupled with technological advancements, led to the creation of complex financial instruments and the digitization of money. The emergence of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin represents the latest chapter in this ongoing saga, challenging traditional notions of currency and decentralizing financial power. This evolution, while fostering economic growth and interconnectedness, has also exacerbated existing inequalities. The increasing complexity of financial systems has created opportunities for exploitation and manipulation, often at the expense of the most vulnerable. As we navigate the uncharted waters of the digital age, it's crucial to learn from the lessons of the past and strive for a financial system that is both innovative and equitable. The immense concentration of wealth in the hands of a select few raises profound ethical questions about fairness, justice, and the very nature of a just society. When a small percentage of the population controls a disproportionate share of resources, it creates a system where opportunities are skewed and the playing field is far from level. This imbalance undermines social mobility, perpetuates cycles of poverty, and erodes trust in institutions. One of the most pressing ethical concerns is the issue of corruption. When wealth translates into political influence, it creates fertile ground for cronyism, bribery, and the subversion of democratic processes. Governments become beholden to special interests, policies are crafted to benefit the wealthy few, and the voices of ordinary citizens are drowned out by the clamor of corporate lobbying. Moreover, extreme wealth disparities often lead to social fragmentation and unrest. When a significant portion of the population struggles to make ends meet while a small elite enjoys lavish lifestyles, it breeds resentment, distrust, and a sense of injustice. This can manifest in social unrest, political instability, and a breakdown of social cohesion. Addressing these ethical challenges requires a multi-pronged approach. It demands greater transparency in political financing, stricter regulations on lobbying, and robust mechanisms to hold those in power accountable. It also necessitates a renewed emphasis on social safety nets, progressive taxation policies, and investments in education and healthcare to create a more equitable playing field. Creating a more equitable world requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, and individuals alike. It demands a fundamental shift in mindset, moving away from a narrow focus on individual gain towards a broader understanding of shared prosperity. We must recognize that a rising tide does not necessarily lift all boats, and that deliberate action is needed to address systemic inequalities. Governments play a crucial role in this endeavor. Progressive taxation policies, where the wealthy contribute a larger share of their income, can generate revenue for social programs and infrastructure investments that benefit society as a whole. Strengthening social safety nets, such as unemployment insurance and universal health care, provides a crucial buffer for those facing economic hardship. Investing in education and job training programs equips individuals with the skills and opportunities to succeed in a rapidly changing economy. Businesses too have a responsibility to promote economic justice. This includes paying fair wages, providing decent benefits, and fostering inclusive workplaces where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. By embracing ethical business practices and prioritizing social impact alongside profits, companies can contribute to a more just and sustainable future. Individuals can play their part by supporting businesses that align with their values, advocating for policies that promote economic equality, and engaging in their communities to create positive change. Education is key. By staying informed about the root causes of inequality and engaging in constructive dialogue, we can help to shift public opinion and inspire collective action. Building a more equitable world is a daunting task, but it is not an insurmountable one. By working together, we can create a world where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential, regardless of their background or economic circumstances. Throughout this exploration, one thing remains abundantly clear. Money is not merely a medium of exchange, it's a potent force that shapes our world in profound and often invisible ways. It influences political decisions, determines access to essential services, and shapes the very fabric of our social interactions. Understanding the complex relationship between money and power is essential for navigating the challenges of the 21st century and building a more just and equitable future. The historical journey of money from bartering to digital currencies reveals a constant tension between its ability to facilitate progress and its potential to exacerbate inequality. While money has undoubtedly fueled innovation, driven economic growth, and connected people across vast distances, it has also been a tool for exploitation, oppression, and the concentration of power in the hands of a privileged few. The ethical dilemmas posed by vast wealth disparities are impossible to ignore. Corruption, social unrest, and the erosion of democratic values are just some of the consequences of a system that allows money to trump justice and fairness. Addressing these challenges requires a fundamental shift in our values, recognizing that true progress cannot be measured solely in economic terms. As we stand at the cusp of a new era marked by rapid technological advancements and evolving social norms, we have a unique opportunity to reshape our relationship with money. We can choose to continue down a path where wealth dictates power and inequality reigns supreme, or we can forge a new path, one where money serves as a tool for good, fostering shared prosperity and creating a more just and equitable world for all. The relationship between money and power is not a passive one. It's not a predetermined outcome we're powerless to change. It's an ongoing dynamic, constantly shaped by our choices, our actions, and our willingness to challenge the status quo. Each of us has a role to play in dismantling the systems that perpetuate inequality and creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Start by educating yourself. Delve deeper into the issues of wealth inequality, its root causes, and its far-reaching consequences. Explore the work of economists, activists, and organizations dedicated to promoting economic justice. The more you understand the complexities of the issue, the better equipped you'll be to engage in meaningful dialogue and advocate for change. Support organizations and initiatives working to create a more equitable world. Whether it's through volunteering your time, donating to a worthy cause, or simply spreading awareness, your contributions can make a tangible difference. Remember, even small acts of kindness and generosity can have a ripple effect, inspiring others to join the movement for change. Finally, never underestimate the power of your voice. Engage in conversations about wealth inequality with your friends, family, and colleagues. Challenge outdated notions of success and redefine prosperity in terms that encompass social justice and environmental sustainability. By using your voice to advocate for a more equitable world, you contribute to a collective awakening, a shift in consciousness that can ultimately lead to lasting change.